Hello, I'm Toycat, and welcome back to the news video. Today I have some mostly Nintendo news to talk about with you all, because it is to do with the Nintendo Switch, a brand new console which was just announced by Nintendo, but we also have a little bit to do of T45, and a little bit to do of command blocks that might just interest you, and hopefully you do all enjoy today's general news video talking about all of that in one place. If you do all like it, let me know, because it helps out the channel, and let us know you do like these sorts of news videos. And yeah, a lot of people have been asking me, so does that mean, they've been secretly working on the Minecraft and Nintendo Switch? I don't think that is the case, but I'll get into first of all what the Nintendo Switch is, in case you haven't watched the trailer, which I totally recommend you should. I can't show it here because Nintendo when it comes to copyright stuff. But yeah, basically, the Nintendo Switch is going to be a brand new console from Nintendo. It's coming out in less than 6 months from now. That's right, this is the first announcement we're seeing. It's coming out in less than 6 months, and it's going to be a hybrid of a home console, so one that you play home consoles, and I guess one that you take around with you, kind of like the 3DS. It's going to be a combination of the two consoles. So you just kind of plug in the console to your home version when you want to play it on a TV, and then you can just take it away and play it with you when you go places, which sounds so cool. And yeah, that's kind of a hard concept to really get behind. I don't know if there's going to be some difference between the two versions, but it sounds so cool in concept, because yeah, that's the biggest problem I really have with the Wii U, the fact that the gamepad is just not its own separate thing, it's just a device to play it. The Nintendo Switch is actually going to be a really great way to play any game you want to on the fly, including stuff like Skyrim, which was announced for it. Amazing that's on a Nintendo console for the first time, and a bunch of other stuff like that. So obviously they also had their announcements that yeah, there's going to be a Zelda game, there's going to be some Mario Kart, there's going to be some new Super Mario Bros. Stuff, and it sounds really cool. You know, it sounds cool if you like your Nintendo games alone. It sounds cool if you like the concept of, oh, here's a full-powered console you can take with you on the go, or at least that's what it looks like right now, because these games look like they're playing in the full HD when you're playing on the fly. But yeah, basically it's an opportunity to combine a console which you play at home, console which you play at places, and that sounds really cool to me, especially because the second question that everyone has, at least towards me, because obviously Minecraft console channel, is, so Minecraft and the Nintendo Switch, what about that then? So yeah, if you're excited for the console and you're like, this will be the best version of Minecraft, I am excited for the idea of that too, because you've got to think, this is going to be not only just a next-gen console, it's a next-gen console you can take with you on the go. So it's going to be the best version of Minecraft console, for what that's worth. I think it will be the best portable version of the game, because the Pocket Edition has its flaws. This will be a full console version. I think that's a very exciting, train of thought by itself. However, the actual officialness of, like, is it confirmed or anything, doesn't look like it is, because even though 4J hinted that, like they tweeted it, which, a lot of people assumed, like, they're going to be in there was no reference to Minecraft in the trailer. If you then look at, like, Nintendo's secondary follow-up of, like, okay, here's all of our partners, as you can see on the partner list, they've got so many different, big names, like Bethesda, like EA, such as Activision, such as Warner Bros. Literally every giant, game studio, whatever, is on here somewhere, but you see no reference to Mojang, you see no reference to 4J Studios, there is no reference to Microsoft either, which it would be a bit weird if you put them on there, but still, there's no reference to any of the three companies, which makes me think that at the very least, it's either it's not on there because it's just a sampling, or it's not planned right now. I think maybe just after they actually make the thing, they'll go into the discussions with 4J, because 4J never made Minecraft as a launch title. It launched the 360 like 7 years late maybe. It launched for the Xbox One and PS4 like a year late. It launched the PS Vita like 4 years late. It launched even the Wii U. It was like a year and a half after the thing came out. Basically, they don't necessarily make the Minecraft for the consoles the moment it comes out. So if we're going to be seeing a version of this, the very earliest we'll see it is the end of next year. And even then, that's assuming they get to some agreement within the next 12 months, because they said at Minecon, like, we don't really know too much about what's going on there, and based on the fact that it's not in development right now, I really believe them when they said that like, oh yeah, we don't really know anything about that, and I imagine it's something they're going to go into some negotiations about now that it's public, and we'll have to see how that does go. So yeah, Minecraft the Switch would be the best version, and I'd be so excited, and I'm already excited for the console in general, but I don't think it's something that's happening, and if that's what, like, if you're like, oh, I'm not sure if I should do this or that, I wouldn't say plan on it unless, like, at the very earliest for, like, a whole year from now, and therefore, if you're worried, like, oh, is 4J doing that instead of the next update, you don't have to. Speaking of the next update, isn't that a nice little tangent, we got the tiniest little hint from Roger Carpenter that there is something going on there, because as you can see on screen right now, basically he tweeted out saying, oh, and hello, we've been busy again after, like, a long period of silence, and yeah, he was also the one, if you don't know, from the Minecon panel where he said, like, oh yeah, so we usually like to have another update out before the end of the year, so you combine that with that, and you assume that, they've been busy working on it, which it looks like they actually have. So yeah, TU45 is in development right now. That makes me imagine that still they're planning to do it before the end of the year, if they can, and that's very exciting for me, the fact that yes, this update is still happening, because it would be so cool if they could manage to, literally in 2 months, be like, oh, we went from here to here's a giant update. Exactly whether that happens or not, it's going to be something we're going to have to wait and see. I will just, keep my eyes peeled on whatever happens, and I'll let guys know as soon as something happens. But that's the TU45 news, and the tiniest also bit, we got command blocks, which I found interesting, came from 4J Steve. So someone tweeted at 4J Steve to do a bugs to have command blocks, because he says that his command blocks aren't showing. This is still for Sonary. And 4J Steve, again, he's the community manager of the game now, fun fact, he says those blocks aren't obtainable through regular gameplay, which makes me think that they're actually going to start making the blocks which you're not meant to be able to get, and that like literally 0.01% of players or something like even can look at, they're going to make them just not exist rather than being these non-functional blocks, because command blocks have existed in Minecraft console for quite some time now, but they don't do anything, and I guess they're going to leave them as, you know, blank blocks so people don't get the wrong idea on that one, because again, command blocks is something they say that they're still having the internal debate about, but until they actually do something with that, it looks like they've kind of taken a step in the other direction. Like, oh, yeah, if they were, it's definitely not going to be something soon, otherwise they wouldn't have made them transparent. But that's just my opinion. Let me know what you think in the comments down below as always. Let me know what you think about Nintendo Switch, because it looks amazing to me, but, you know, I'm just a cat on the internet. I'd love to hear all of your opinions too, and otherwise, like the video if you did like it, share if you really liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here, because I make videos like this one every single day on my channel, and if you subscribe, you'll see them dead in your homepage. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.